Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is talk about how are we going to get this beautiful fin to be to be a child of the tail. And how do we get it to follow the tip of the tail? Because right now, if we just parent the fin to the tail, it's not going to know where exactly the tip of the fin is going. So what we're going to do first is name our different major pins. So right now we have three main pins. We have the hips. You can sort of tell by it having a little circle in the middle, the knee, and lastly, the ankles. So just by hitting enter, you can go hips, knee, ankle. So that just sort of tells me this ankle pivot, this ankle pin right here is what I want to parent my fin to. This is where I want this to hinge to and kind of connect to the tail. Going up to, let me see, also with the fin, I want to make sure that my pivot is centered because right now it's just, if I have my rotation tool, it's just pivoting from the middle. No one likes that. So by holding down Y, I'm going to set the pivot of my fin right there, getting everything ready. So the way to get this to parent correctly is to do some of that expressions that we just talked about. Again, I had to really do some research to figure out how to do this specific thing. So again, get used to figuring out how you learn best. Is it by looking at videos? Is it by reading articles? Is it about going to forums? Is it about trial and error? Because it is so important to know how to sort of problem solve when you're working in any new software. So what I want to do is I want to tell the fin, I want its position to basically be relevant to the ankle pin. And you would think, well, I could just take the pick whip of the position and go down to the ankle. One person demoed it that way and it did not work for me. So I had to find an alternate way of doing it. And what I found was an expression line. So what it is, I'm just going to copy it from over here and then I'll walk you through what it's actually saying, is we're going to go to the position and hit our Alt option to get our expression pull down. And again, it's not keyframed. We just are accessing the expression. And I'm going to paste it in. What it's saying is that take this layer. This layer is the fin. This comp layer is tail. So it's going, look for the comp called tail, which is this layer. Go to the effect, puppet. You're going to look for a mesh called mesh 1, which is right here. And you're going to look for the ankles deformation, which is right here. And actually, the fact that I named this ankle singular, that's going to break this code. So if I go to this, code and I just take out that, then that should work. The spelling and the capitalization has to be spot on. So now it's parented, but why aren't you not parenting correctly? Let's see. Oh, you know what I think happened? So I think I confused, no, this is my knee and this is my ankle. Why are you not listening to this little position? Because what it looks like it's doing, it's almost parented to, no, it is listening to it. I would suspect maybe the pivot point. I was doing this before where I was kind of moving the pivot point till I kind of got it right. And then there we go. That works. So like I said, you sort of have to be comfortable with figuring it out. There's always the undo button. You can always save a version. Sometimes things just get a little futzy. But if you wanted to parent a fin to a puppet, you have to do it via expressions to kind of be very specific of, I want the position of this item to be parented to this specific pin right here via expression. So that is how you would get that fin parented to the tail. Now obviously there's no animation on the fin, but that's what we're going to do next.